Hello everyone, it's Scott and welcome back to another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. So here I am in the Nether, in a gigantic cavern close to to an underground fortress here, a Nether fortress, where I am hunting for wither skeletons. So I have in my possession a Manulan scythe, which is right now enchanted up to a beheading 3, which gives me a 30% chance to lop off the head of anything I attack. And what I'm looking for are 3 wither skeleton skulls. So I've also taken the flux armor and put prot 4 on each of these, and that is going to basically make me nearly immune to damage. So you can see I didn't take any damage from that wither effect from the wither skeleton. So I'm going to just hunt for some more wither skeletons and hopefully get a total of 3. Whoops. Oops. Everything's trying to kill me here. So the bats seem to drop forbidden shards. So that's something that's going to be useful later for Thaumcraft. But for now, I'm going to stick to, well, just normal monsters. So here, flying around are wisps. And these things they look pretty calm until you get close to them, and it turns out that they like lightning affect you, and then you die. So there's certain types of damage that can cut right through this armor. Any kind of fire or lightning damage seems to blast right through, and so that's not good for my life expectancy here. So I'm just hunting around, flying around, looking for those wither skeletons, and hopefully I can find some. I'd really like to catch it in the act of beheading, but as it is, I'm not sure I'll be able to locate some. I might have to do a cut here and then come back when I actually have some skellies that I can lop off. So the other thing I've been doing here in my bag of holding is I made a whole bunch of diamond dollies, and so I've been collecting these spawners by right-clicking on them. And here you see I've now grabbed that, and there we go. So now I have another diamond dolly with another blaze spawner. So I'm going to throw that back in the bag. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all, but you know, it's quite an interesting collection piece. Here's another pair of skellies. 3. Okay. Nothing yet. Alright, so I'm going to cut, and hopefully by the time I'm done, I'll have 3 wither skeleton skulls. Oh, there we go. 3 wither skeleton skulls. Great. So, here I am. I'm actually pretty close to my entrance, so let me fly up. We can see how the Ender Quarry has affected this land. So if I remember, up this way. Okay, here we go. So this is where the Ender Quarry cut through in the corner here and converted all this to dirt. So it actually went through and looks like it hit up this fortress, which is probably why I was getting nether brick in Oops. What are you doing, pal? Come a lot of these. Okay. Wisps. So we can see that there's now a lot of dirt. A lot of transformed corridors. A lot of really nasty super spiders here. So let me try to head back, if I remember how to get back to home base here. So I have to cut through here. Let's do the dirt. Alright, so I have to go down here. There we go. I have to go through here. Ignore the spider. Cut through here. Pop out here. And this is the entrance back to the overworld. So what I had done was I had built a quantum link chamber here, which I am powering from a tesseract and a wireless access point. So I can, whenever I'm close, get my my goods. So what I'd like to do is head into the middle of this area, which has been carved out from the nether quarry. And what I'm going to do is build, you can probably guess it, a wither. So I figure there's no better time than the present to power that guy up. Let's give him a little bit of room. Great. Let's pound him down. There we go. Wow, that was insane. Hopefully I survive this. Not entirely sure I will, but let's see if I can get some potions of healing. Whew! There we go. So what did that get me? Oh! Okay. Here's the sigil. Great. In fact, let's kick that out. Division Sigil. It's actually quite a powerful item. So let's throw some of this stuff in the bag of holding, including one nether star. Wow. Great. And so I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. Oh, looks like I also have some hearts and pride shards. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to clean up this mess, and I will see you back on the overworld. Okay, I'm back, and here I am with a little grassy area. And those that have seen this before probably recognize what it is. What I'm going to do is the activation ritual for the Division Sigil. So if I were to shift right click on this enchantment table, what I see is that there's a list of requirements for me that I create an enchantment table with a redstone circle, check. That it's placed on dirt, check. And a clear view of the sky, but right now it is too bright since the sun is up, and I need to sacrifice something at midnight. So for that, I have a safari net with one sheep. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer till the moon is high and I can begin the ritual. Alright, we're coming up on midnight, and the moon is almost directly overhead. And so what should happen is very shortly the Division Sigil should start glowing. And when it starts glowing, that's going to tell me that I'm now in the proper time of the activation ritual. And that'll be when I will need to sacrifice this sheep. Sorry, buddy. Almost ready. There we go. So now it's glowing. I'm going to shift right click, kill my sheep, and for some reason it didn't take that. Okay, grab a sheep. Oh, there we go. There's my cursed earth. Okay, and so what's special about cursed earth is it's going to spawn creatures at a much higher rate than normal dirt. So what I'm going to do is just take this shovel and gather up a bunch with my silk touch pouch. So you see here I have at least some. So that's really all I need. So once I have a couple pieces, I can start mining out the rest. Let's grab a little bit more. See what's trying to kill me. Couple monsters. Okay. So monsters that spawn, fiery zombie. Monsters that spawn off of cursed earth have twice the hit points as normal creatures, and it also allows spawns during the daylight hours. So this stuff is like gold for mob farms, because it's just going to be a great increase in the number of spawns. There we go. So I've cleared out everything, all the cursed earth in the mob farm, or in the activation area, and I also have one activated Division Sigil. Great. So over here by my ore processing area is another gadget I want to demonstrate. So here I'm using the compact drawers to auto-compress cobblestone. So I'm feeding in cobblestone from the ME network using a series of export buses filled with acceleration cards and a cobblestone piece. And so this is very rapidly creating compressed, double compressed, piping into this compacting drawer, creating triple compressed, quadruple compressed, quintuple compressed, and sextuple compressed cobblestone. So after step 7 it becomes octuple compressed, which will pump out here to the last compacting drawer, and that will auto, this hasn't been running that long, and as discovered before, the ME export buses are some of the fastest transports in the game, short of Tesseracts. But these are doing a pretty good job of auto-compressing. And so what I need is to use the Division Sigil to create unstable ingots. And these ingots are used to create a variety of things, one of which is the portal to the deep dark. So I'm going to need 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone and a quintuple compressed cobblestone, complete with 4 unstable ingots. So let's grab some of those. Let's grab 1 sextuplet. Here we go, sextuple compressed cobblestone. And let's prepare for the unstable ingots. Alright, here we go. I have a vanilla crafting table plus all the items that I'm going to need. So, what's going to need to happen is I'm going to have to place the quadruple compressed cobblestone in this format, except that the ingots are going to have to be combined into unstable ingots. So unstable ingots will kill me after 10 seconds. So there's no way around it. They just do such a high level of damage. I don't think anything will withstand to it. But 4 quads, a quintuple, and 4 ingots, might as well start preparing. So here's our divide by diamond. And so these 4 plus these 4. Ready, set, go. Oh dear. Dead. Well, that was unfortunate. Well, I see what I did wrong now. I should have just kept the quadruple cobblestone together and drug it around. So I'm going to give this another shot. I've recharged all of my armor on the charger. I'm going to have to do a better job of this. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, done. Portal to the deep dark. Alright, so unfortunately I had 1 death. 236 uses remaining. But, on the bright side, I now have another dimensional portal that I can use to start tapping items. So, let me set this up and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back, and here in the quest book, in the Learning to Skyblock, the very last item is Dimensional Explorer, and so here I have to reach 1 or more locations in the last Millennium, Deep Dark, or Soul Dimension. So I'm looking for these coordinates in the Deep Dark. And so using the portal, this will take me to that alternate dimension. Alright, here we are in the starting room of the Deep Dark. So this is kind of an interesting dimension. So it's actually inverted compared to other areas. The solid earth is on top, and there's actually a giant gaping chasm underneath this level of stone. So what I'm going to do is just do a little bit of staircasing until I break through into the Deep Dark. Here we are. And as you can see, there's not much of anything. The Deep Dark has some pretty interesting properties. So the farther down you go, you actually, well, they say you are attacked by shadows. But what happens is you basically take void damage, I guess, in a way, the longer you are outside of a light. So there's sort of like a... Oh, something weird's going on. Sounds like an Enderman. So the longer you are away from a light source, you'll start to be damaged by the shadow. So I'm going to head down to the lower level. The other thing is, creatures in the deep dark are twice as damaging as whoa, okay, so my mini-map just lit up here. Are twice the hit points and twice the damage as the overworld. And so here we have our friendly zombies. We also have a couple glowing spots in here, and so that's where I want to be able to find nodes. And they're going to be littered all over the deep dark here. And that's going to be great for me in my Thaumcraft explorations. So the other thing I can do is set up another ender quarry, and that's going to give me a great source of materials. So let me see where I need to go. 877-151-999. So 877 is in this direction, and 999 is about here. So let's start off. So the other cool thing is that, oops, I'm pretty much here already. So let's throw down a torch. Okay, I actually went too far. So it's going to be real easy for me to set up an ender quarry in this Alright, here I am at 877-999, and so this is actually a lot easier than those that may have watched my Sky Factory series. So in Sky Factory, I dedicated almost an entire level just flying around, setting up a 1,000 by 1,000 unit ender quarry here in the deep dark, because I kind of done it at a time where I didn't have very good jetpacks, and so I had to make a lot of pit stops, a lot of repairs. It just took a long time, but this jetpack is just absolutely amazing, and so I'm going to be able to set up, an extremely large quarry here, just flying around the void. It's going to be great. So let's see where I am. I think I actually went too far. So 877, 151, or 155. So I should be here. Okay, deep dark visited. Alright, so I can claim a reward bag and a title scroll. And with that, 97% complete. So there must be one more hidden thing here for me here in the quest book. So hopefully that'll be revealed later as I work my way through. But it looks like, well, for all practical purposes, I've finished the learning the skyblock. So let's head back. Here we go. Here's our entrance. No, that's not our entrance. I seem to have lost our entrance. That's not a good sign. Alright, here we go. Here's my tunnel back to the top. So I think that's a pretty successful episode so far. So that's I was able to build a wither, defeat him, build a sigil, convert, activate it, and build a portal and travel through it. So with that, I'm going to call it an episode. So if you could, please leave a comment or a like and let me know how I'm doing. I'd really appreciate the feedback. And with that, I'll see you next time on Agrarian Skies 2. Bye!